What's going on, guys? Kyle Bradshaw. I'm here at the trailhead of Maple Springs. It's about 5:30 p.m. and I just made it down. So this is going to be a quick little video of me cruising up to the top of Santiago Peak. All right, so we're around this corner. We're going to see the setting sun setting into the Pacific Ocean right around the Huntington Beach area. Oh, we got somebody on top of the tower. That's not legal. Well, there's the ocean there, guys. On these Michelin Anakee Adventure tires. And this here's going to be that rear, pretty flat and down the center there. Now, I did not air down. We have full street pressure inside these tires. It's pretty wild how smooth and effortlessly motorcycles traverse this terrain, but if you're in a Jeep or a truck, you're getting bounced all over the place. Pressure on this beautiful GSA. Thank you, Spencer, for allowing me to ride this thing. Last time I rode this road, it was actually with your roommate. Go figure. Small world. Anyway, I'm out here testing out this new Trails End Grand Adventure tank bag that will be available soon. It's super cool. All right, we're almost to the Maple Springs Trailhead here, going up the Santiago Peak. Big shout out to my buddy Spencer, who let me borrow his beautiful triple black GSA for a little photo shoot of some new Nelson Rigg products today. A little bit windy in this canyon. All right, here it is. Maple Springs Trailhead. This is it. Oh, little tiny creek crossing. Look at this guy. Shh. No, 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 no. Little parking area over there. Interesting. Left without warning. Big fat pothole. So what we're going out to shoot today is this tank bag sitting right here in front of me. It's a new version, completely new and redesigned. Now the shape of the tank bag is pretty much the same shape as the previous version. We know that it fits perfectly on most of the sloped adventure tanks out there. Now the big difference that we're going to see on the top of the bag is going to be the fact that the map pocket has been removed and replaced with a MOLLE panel. Now on top of that MOLLE panel, you can put either a pod, a pocket, a map pouch, or you can put anything else you want up there, like a first aid kit, or there's lots of different. Oh, here we go. Creek crossing! Woo! Shh. So you can still use a map pouch if you like. It just mollies to the top, or you could add additional storage by putting pouches and pods on top of it. But without any of the extra accessories, you've got a MOLLE panel on the top, and then inside that first layer or level of the tank bag, there's a really nice organization compartment. I love that for batteries and charge cords and things of that nature. Just super, super convenient. And then when you open up the main compartment, there's more storage on the underside of that lid. And you have a nice large interior compartment that's also expandable. Now this tank bag straps down just like all of our other tank bags. You've got, oh, look at this little jumpy rooster here. So this tank bag straps down just the same way as all of our other tank bags. There's one headstock loop that, or there's a front harness. There's a front harness that's a loop that goes down and around the headstock of the motorcycle. Then there are two rear straps that get girth hitched to the frame of your motorcycle and then come up to the rear base of the tank bag. The elastic crossover strap allows you to disconnect the tank bag and take it away from the motorcycle, and you can still ride the motorcycle with the tank bag removed. That elastic strap at both the front and the back keep those buckles from falling down into the motor or hot parts of the motorcycle or into the steering stem area of the bike. Super easy to be able to reconnect as well, because those straps are exactly where you left them when you removed the tank bag from the bike. This has allowed us to get ultimate compartmentalization out of the tank bag, as well as giving you a nice sleek looking bag when it's in the collapse format, and then a nice and then if you need a little bit extra room, you just hit that expansion zip and boom, you've got more space. The pocket allows you to add 3 liters of additional storage, and the pods, well, they're 2.5 liters, so it gives you a total of 1 liter of additional storage. Creek crossing! So I'm a really big fan of our previous version of this Adventure tank bag. Now this new one, the old one was called the Adventure tank bag. This one here is called the Grand Adventure tank bag. It's got some features and benefits the other one doesn't have that does make it a grand design. I just lost my Pandora. So we just lost cell phone connection on our way up to the top of the peak here. Now this tank bag is made out of Ultramax material. Now Ultramax is a proprietary material that we have created that is extremely UV resistant. It's more UV resistant than any other luggage material that I've seen in this space. We actually guarantee it for life against fading. So if your bag begins to fade or turn purple or brown or gray, like almost every other luggage manufacturer's pieces do after, I don't know, a year, maybe a year and a half, depending on how durable their materials are, ours does not fade, and that's part of that lifetime warranty. It's huge. Now when it comes to the lifetime warranty, any strap, stitch, seam, anything like that, what the heck are you doing on the side of the road? Anyway, any strap, stitch, seam, anything that's a manufactured piece is covered under that lifetime warranty. That's awesome. I've got lots of friends who have used that warranty from time to time, and that's what they say keeps them coming back. Take a look at the erosion here in the road. Now the tires that I'm on today are the Anakee Adventure tire. Now I did a product launch of these tires with the Michelin team out in Pahrump, Nevada. It was a lot of fun. We had such a good time. Death Valley. Anyway, they're great tires for off the beaten path paved roads like this. And we're also going to get into some rocky gravel here in a little bit as we get closer to the summit of Santiago Peak. This BMW is so smooth. I haven't ridden a BMW. Well, I rode a BMW last year when I rode up to the BMW MOA rally. This BMW is super smooth, and it actually makes me miss my 2008 GSA. Man, that bike was fun. Put 120,000 miles on that machine, and then I sold it when it ran out of warranty because I got tired of replacing fuel strips. But anyway, yeah, this bike is super fun. Thank you, Spencer, for loaning me the bike for the last couple days so I can get some product shots done for Nelson Rigg and our line of gear that fits this bike just perfectly. That's a big, huge pothole. Rock formations up here are pretty cool. Oh, wheelie down the backside. Oh yeah. So yeah, thank you, Spencer, for letting me ride this wonderful little machine of yours. I say big machine. It's a lot bigger than anything I've owned for the last little bit. Here we go. Turning to dirt. I found myself the Enduro Pro. So good suspension travel. Gonna be able to spin that rear tire just a little bit. Actually, funny thing, the last time I rode this trail, I was riding with a buddy of mine named Casey. I'll link to that right up here or down here, wherever that fly out happens. I was on my 390 Adventure. And it was funny, at the end of the ride, I ended up talking to another guy that we met up to come up here to the peak, and it happened to be my buddy Spencer's roommate. Super crazy. Small world we live in, especially this adventure world. Anyway, Anakee Adventure launch. I was on an Africa Twin at the time. It's pretty awesome. Let's jump this guy right here. Ready? That was lame. I was on an Africa Twin at the time and had a lot of fun out there on the dry lake bed. Accidentally looped the motorcycle out there in a sticky tacky point after having drifted across the lake bed for hours. Not a good situation. Anyway, the tires are great. They provide traction, just enough traction off-road that you can go just about anywhere on them. And then we've got amazing street capabilities. Anyway, back to luggage. Just want to tell you what I'm running. While cruising this amazing road in Orange County, California. The top of Santiago Peak is going to look down over the entire Orange County on one side and San Bernardino County on the other side. Anyhow, this Trails End Grand Adventure tank bag is the newest addition to the Trails End luggage collection. We've got saddlebags, tail bags, rig packs, which mount to your crash bar or to the tail section of your motorcycle. And then we have another collection called the Hurricane Collection, which is 100% waterproof. All the same pieces in a 100% waterproof PVC-like material. Keeps dust out, keeps dirt out, keeps water out. If you're looking for something you just hose off and go, it's probably the unit for you. If you're looking for a collection you can just hose off and go wherever you get to, don't have to worry about having waterproof liners, the Hurricane collection's probably the one you want to take a look at. We're just cruising up this dirt road. Brrr. Man, the suspension on this BMW is super soft, soaking up all these bumps. We're on the shaded side going up, but as soon as we come around these corners, we should be in direct sunlight. Long shadows, soft sunlight once we get up on top. Now, if you don't have pannier racks on your motorcycle, you can run the rackless version. We've got a 14 liter and I think it's a 22 liter version. The 14 liter per side is going to be the Hurricane waterproof rackless saddlebags, and then we have the Trails End rackless saddlebags, which actually are pretty close to the same size as the Hurricane in their non-expanded form. Then they expand out another 3 inches, giving you extra room when you need it. Again, those bags don't need racks. They have a strap at the front and the back. They go through a D-ring that helps those bags suck up to the motorcycle when attached appropriately. You can add Rigg packs to the top and bottom of the Hurricane version. So let's jump back to that lifetime warranty again. Super simple in the event that you do need to use it. Link at the bottom of the website. You add 3 or 4 pictures. You give us your contact information, and we review the pictures. And if it's warrantable, we send you out a new piece of gear, whether it be our water. And we send you out a new piece of gear. It's pretty much that simple. Every single luggage piece that we produce features that lifetime warranty. Our Defender Extreme covers that will cover all of your motorcycles, from small all the way up to the ginormous Goldwing, big Harley Davidson bagger, or even this BMW GSA fully outfitted with the aluminum panniers and a tall windscreen. Completely dialed. A little water right here. A little bit of mud. A little natural spring. That's pretty rad. The majority of our products do have that lifetime warranty, and then there are more budget-friendly options, which I don't necessarily recommend because they do wear out, and by the time you buy that second one, you might as well have just paid the price and picked up the lifetime warranty version. Anyway, yeah, they have 1 year, 2 year, 5 year warranties for those other pieces of product, namely rain suits and covers. Alright, we just caught up to a Jeep right here. Out here doing the Jeep thing. Thank you, Jeep. Appreciate it. Thank you. Fluorescent yellow slime on the ground. It's pretty wild how smooth and effortlessly motorcycles traverse this terrain, but if you're in a Jeep or a truck, you're getting bounced all over the place. 2 wheels versus 4 wheels, I guess. So I've got some buddies on big bikes that have been terrorized when they've come up on here. Some on BMWs, some on Harley Davidson Pan Americas. But at the end of the day, it's just a dirt road with a couple rocks on it. So as long as you just ride your ride, you should have 0 problems coming up to Santiago Peak. You can come in through the Maple Springs entrance, which we just came through just now, or you can come up Indian Truck Trail. That drops you back down onto Ortega Highway. So when cruising up this road, I'm looking at the track and the rocks in front of me, trying to stay to the right just in case there's anybody bombing down this hill, or this mountain I should say. You want to look at those rocks that we just crossed over and keep the bike in the more easy path if you want to go that route, or you can use them as little jumps to blip up off of. There's all kinds of things that you can do. But if you're just looking to cruise, just pick your line, take a look at the smoothest route, maneuver your bike over that direction, keeping a nice, easy, smooth throttle action. Alright, look at that view over there, guys. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Be one of our first lookouts up here. Look at all these dirt bike skid marks. Now that's actually a single track, not that one. There's actually a single track up here that's pretty fun to run. I've done that twice on the 690. Couple shots of the motorcycle here real quick. So we have Mount Baldy over there. That's where I rode in the snow last weekend. And then we have Big Bear on that far peak over on that other side. This here is all the San Bernardino Valley coming up here, then turns into LA County. And then over on this side is all Orange County. All right. Now he's going to get me all dusty. That's awesome. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. These water bars are so fun. Ooh, hop over the top. Oh, a little whoop-de-whoop-de action. Woo! All right. What time is it now? 3:30. In the afternoon. Not too bad. It's getting a little more powdery up here. And that is one where these and that's one place these tires don't excel very great, is in deep sand, powder dirt, things of that nature. There's just not that deep lug to dig in and propel forward. And I've ridden them in some crazy situations. I've ridden them in snow. That was a mess. I've ridden them in wet sand, which actually was pretty not so bad. If you like that, pretty not so bad. It wasn't good, but it was pretty not so bad. Mud, I was not a fan at all. And soft sand, well, definitely worse than wet sand. That's definitely the case. Overall, great all-around tires, especially for those of you who do literally the majority of your ride on pavement. Anakee Adventure is a great tire. Fantastic in the wet, smooth on the pavement. Rocky right here. Da 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 da. Little loose traction right back there. Someone went sideways around this corner. All right, so for the Harley-Davidson guys on the Scorcher tires, or those running Anakee Adventures, you can see that you can come up here on any street tire, basically. Oh man, Suburban Delinquent did it once on his Gixxer. That's right, Gixxer 750 on sport bike tires. That was an interesting video. I'm gonna link that right up above here. You gotta go watch that, man. Definitely lots of action on this channel because of that video. Good old Sub D and Kleb riding up here on sport bikes. Crazy critters. Got the hard split right there. Pretty close to the top now, guys. You can see the towers right over there to the right. Riding into the sunshine. Riding into that sunshine, you can't hardly see anything on the trail. Got to get a good look ahead, memorize where any potholes or rocks are at. I'd say one of the sketchiest things about riding up this road is crossing over the center where these cars and trucks, see right now, pretty limited visibility. But those cars and trucks, they create this mound of soft, loose stuff in the center. So crossing over that side to side is probably your area of least traction, or when your traction can suck the most. Little second gear cruise up the mountain. Oh, look at the sun off the water. That's awesome. Just had a rock hit my foot peg. It's kind of odd. Right here, it's a little bit cobbly, a little bit looser than the rest of the trail down below. Now this is going to be a nice slow run up this mountain. First off, not my motorcycle. Second off, I want you guys to get a good idea. If I was racing up this on my 950, it'd be a blur. You wouldn't be able to see this terrain as well as you should be able to in this particular production. And that ride into the sun is rough on the visibility, that is for sure. Just cruising, second gear, 15, 16, 18 miles an hour. Again, you're going to want to ride to the right unless you've got a clear view of exactly what's in front of you. See where the fire burned up here last year. Was that earlier this year? No, I think it was last year. See, all these bushes got torched. All of the scrub brush. All right, so we're around this corner. We're going to see the setting sun setting into the Pacific Ocean right around the Huntington Beach area. Oh, we got somebody on top of the tower. That's not legal. Well, there's the ocean there, guys. All right. All right, down the mountain we go. Now this is going to be a little more tricky than going up the mountain. And the reason for that is the speed that we're maintaining here, we're only going to stop as fast as our slick tires are going to allow us. So we kind of got to be careful that we don't overrun our speed, which will cause us to slip and slide over the edge if we're not able to stop. Benefit to coming down this direction is we do not have the sun in our eyes. That's nice. So you're going to be able to see that trail perfectly clear that we were coming up almost blind earlier. Like this section right here going towards the sun was treacherous as far as visibility goes. These were those rocks that we were just bouncing around all over. Almost feels like shale. Oh, thank you, Black Dog Skid Plate. Your protection is much appreciated. Little front wheel deflection off that rock right there. Let the dust from that truck settle before we put ourselves right into it. Tighten up these mirrors a little bit. Look at these big divots from these trucks. Ba-doom, ba-doom. So right now I'm just in first gear, letting the motor hold me back. No throttle action at all whatsoever. Look at that shadow on the wall over there. So I'm just letting the motor do the hold back. No need to hit my brakes or anything. Just cruising. We're at full street pressure on these tires. I didn't even think to air down. Just up here for a quick little ride. Ah, Valley's awesome. Close my visor. Keep that dust out of my face. Ah, I love it when the wind blows the dust right off the trail. It's convenient. Much better than getting it blown in my face, that's for sure. Oh, that's beautiful. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Gorgeous. Just gorgeous. All these holes these trucks make over here. Watching the sunset up there is such a beautiful sight. We're out of the rocks, now we're just on packed dirt until we get to the broken asphalt. Back down to the trailhead. Should be a super easy ride down. So we're just going to listen to this motor purr as we make our way down. Again, second gear, cruising, no brakes, no nothing. The engine is just doing the work. Can almost ride no-handed. Don't worry, Spencer. I'm not going to ride no-handed down this mountain. At least, not for very long. How's it going? There's a big Ram truck coming down right now. All right, thanks, man. Yep. They're either going to be just in time for the sunset, or they're just going to miss the big orange ball falling into the water. No, 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 no. Hey Siri, play me some Tim McGraw radio. Hey Siri, play Tim McGraw. Oh. Hey Siri, play Tim McGraw from my downloaded music. Oh well. She's not working by voice command, unfortunately. Oh, pine tree action. No sun visible from this location. Looks like they've been busy up here putting these poles in where those single track locations were that I was telling you about. Used to be one right there. Covered with a pole now. There's Dimitri's headlights, clear up there. See if I can't get a good shot of him coming down this little section right here. Can I see that trail over there? Kind of a zen moment right now, guys. Listen to the motor purr. RPMs go up and down. Listen to the rocks bounce off the skid plate. Really don't have much to add to those sounds anyway. Pickup truck coming up. Thank you. Oh, Chica. Wow, those lights on that truck are bright. Oh, the breeze died down. There's no breeze over on this side. It's pretty strong on the opposite side though. Little mud puddle right here. Alright, Santiago Canyon as of December 3rd, 2025. I'd heard that the peak burned down, but I remember when all those towers up there were potentially going to be melted and destroyed. I honestly forgot about that until I rode up to the point where all you saw was burned brush and a naked hillside. The last time that happened, they didn't open this road for years. I guess now there's no reason to keep it closed because there's no foliage on it to burn. Like someone went right through that guardrail. Boom! That'd be bad. It's been a while since I did this road. 2 years to be exact. 2.5? I don't remember. Oh, we're back to the pavement. Now, what's even more dangerous than the dirt road that we were just on is going to be those massive potholes that were in this road that we saw on the way up. So it's a good thing we were here during the daylight, because some of those were wheel size, like huge, like a foot or more drop off into the inside with the flat edge on the other. Well, it's a great way to taco a wheel, that is for sure. Like that one right there is a pretty decent one. Here's one of those. That's not a bad one. That one's shallow compared to some of the others. It's a good one. Just go right around it, snake our way through. All right, so all these little water crossings, they're not deep, but they can have algae on them, and that algae is super slippery. Just gotta be cautious. You don't want to go in hitting the brakes. You don't want to go in accelerating through, because you can spin that tire out and find yourself on the ground really fast. After a heavy rain, these are a couple feet deep and they're super fun to launch through. Again, you got to be careful. If it's slippery algae, it can be very dangerous. One's a little torn up. Couple Toyotas. Oh shit. Here we are. Take it nice and easy. So these in the corner, you don't really want to be hammering through those sideways if there's algae down there. In all the years I've been coming up here, I don't know, 10 years or so, I make it up here every couple years. I have never seen wildlife. No deer, no raccoon. No squirrels. I see more wildlife in my backyard than I see up here. I wonder why that is. Love the tree canopy. Reminds me of a Halloween movie. More water. Straight up, straight back, almost unedited. So why don't you come along for the ride and see what Maple Springs looks like up to Santiago Peak, December 3rd, 2025.